So everyone is talking about Teyana Taylor's Golden Globe win today,
Hmm.
but it feels like almost nobody really gets what actually, launched her so fast from being this respected musician into, well, the absolute top tier of prestige acting.
It happens so quickly. And what's really fascinating, if you look at the source materials we pulled, is how the industry is already defining this moment.
Okay.
So for this deep dive, we're really going to try and understand her very specific, very calculated pivot into serious film. And it was all kicked off by one thing. The Paul Thomas Anderson film, One Battle After Another. OBAA. And all the buzz right now, it all comes back to that Golden Globe win and just the nonstop industry chatter about her evolution.
Okay, let's unpack that then, because OBAA is clearly the engine here.
Mhm.
But when you see her name on a poster next to it, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall.
Yeah, it's a heavy-hitting cast.
It is. So the first question that pops into my head, and I'm sure for a lot of people is, was this just some high-profile stunt casting to get buzz?
That's the crucial question, right? But the sources are pretty clear that the director's name just eliminates that idea completely.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Exactly. This wasn't just, let's grab a celebrity. This was Paul Thomas Anderson, a director who is famous for his very meticulous, sometimes really unexpected casting choices. The second he picked her, that sent a signal to the whole industry that she had serious dramatic chops. It immediately separates her from, like, a typical musician trying to act crossover.
And that signal, that validation, it turned directly into awards momentum.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just good reviews from critics.
No, not at all. You could see the campaign building. It led straight to the Golden Globes nomination and then, well, the win for Best Supporting Actress.
Right.
And this is where it gets specific. It's not just that people said she was good. The trade outlets, they really broke down the details of her performance. The LA Times, for example, they pointed to her ability to show generational trauma through understated physical performance.
Okay, so it was about the subtlety.
Exactly. That's what made her work stand out from some of the bigger, flashier roles in that movie. And the timing was strategic. OBAA gets a great reception at Sundance, and then boom, you get those key precursor awards at the Gothams and the Critics' Choice. It shows the Globe win wasn't a fluke. It was the end result of a very clear strategy.
So let's look past the award itself for a second. What does this actually mean for her career? Because everyone is calling her a case study for artists moving between music and film. But how does being a multidisciplinary creator actually play into the strategy here?
Okay, so if we connect the dots, her existing public brand, everything we know about her experiences with resilience, her identity, and especially motherhood, all of that informs how people interpreted her character in the movie. Critics started using her performance to talk about those bigger themes, motherhood, empowerment in stories today. She's not just an actress in a role, she's like anchoring a whole conversation.
Which brings us to the cultural side of it, which I think often gets missed in these stories. Why does her win matter in the bigger picture of, say, Black-led storytelling in the award circuit?
Well, because OBAA reinforces this really important lineage. Her success shows that films about complex Black family dynamics, about social realism, they're getting the highest possible industry stamp of approval.
It's more than just a diversity win.
Oh, absolutely. It's a validation of narrative complexity. And on top of that, she talks about her career change so openly in interviews with, like, The Guardian or Billboard. She is actively shaping what success looks like for an artist who does it all.
So the real takeaway here seems to be that Teyana Taylor didn't just get lucky with a great role. She used this huge platform to completely redefine her own artistry with a performance that had serious critical weight behind it.
100%.
So given all this industry excitement and her new projects with major directors, you have to wonder, how does her journey change how we, both critics and audiences, define the boundaries of artistry for the modern creator? And maybe more importantly, what it really takes to succeed. Something to think about until our next deep dive.